Understanding your target markets is an important step in developing your business plan. On the MGMT 443 library guide page, under the tab Demographics and Psychographics, there is a link to a new database from the library called SuperDemographics. You will be prompted to enter your library code number. So SuperDemographics gives you detailed information on who lives in particular areas. We can profile major Canadian markets by scrolling down on the list here. Let's say Medicine Hat. Clicking on View Report brings up an overview of this general area, along with a map. If you want more detailed information, just putting your cursor over the Reports menu gives you the list of the other reports that are available. The other way you can search is to create a particular profile. So let's start with Downtown Medicine Hat. You can either put in a postal code here, or you can move around the country using this interactive feature here. Here we go. Once again, it asks you for a name for your report. And it'll ask you the radius on how far you want it to target. So we've gone with 1 kilometer, but you can say you can go as specific as 0.5 kilometers up to 5 kilometers. And click Submit. And once again, it gives you the overview with the basic demographic information here and some of the particular segments that are represented in this area. But for a more detailed information, we want to go to Reports and we want to click on Lifestyle. Lifestyle are broad categories of the segments found in your area. They have names for them along the side, and clicking on the link will bring up a box that will give you specific information about that particular segment. It'll give you their income, some of their behavioral traits, and the percentage of them in the area. If you go to Lifestyle Details, you'll see that each of those broad categories are further broken down into specific lifestyle niches. So we can see in Downtown Medicine Hat, seniors in old homes is an extremely high segment of the population. If we click on that link, it'll bring up a description about what some of their characteristics are and what some of their behavioral characteristics are. You can choose which benchmark to compare it with. So right now it's compared against the national averages here. But you can choose provincially or a smaller benchmark area. If you want to export this report, if you go back to reports, you can export it to PDF or you can export it to an Excel document. You can change your benchmark here. And you can see that the benchmark has changed now. And that's a brief introduction to SuperDemographics.